So it looks like the Pandora box of what happened between Tamar Braxton and Kandi Burruss is wide open again. And this time, the person allegedly giving us the tea of what truly happened is none other than Tamar's sister, Toni Braxton.
Well, that's comforting. I just didn't know your position. Let me say my position with you. I was in a relationship. That's like, what did I ever do? I never did anything to you, but you always reacted as though I did, because you did.
Guys, we are talking full-blown corporate sabotage allegations here. Insiders are saying Toni is exposing Tamar for trying to completely freeze Kandi Burruss out of the R&B game, working overtime behind closed doors to block Xscape's bookings, pulling string after string with network execs, and leveraging the prestigious Braxton family name just to keep Kandi from securing her bags. I know, that's wild. But did Tamar honestly think using the family name to threaten promoters wouldn't eventually come back to bite her? And what was the absolute final straw that made Toni, the queen of staying low-key and unbothered, decide to drop the hammer and paint her own baby sister as the ultimate villain? Now, there were always suspicions back in the day that Tamar and Kandi have never gotten along, but things really took a turn during 2017's The Great Xscape Tour, which saw Xscape embark on a nationwide tour alongside Tamar and Monica. While it was not common knowledge that by the end of the tour there was tension between Kandi and Tamar, when the two appeared on Celebrity Big Brother in 2019, everything came to light, and it became pretty obvious that there was a big issue. Tamar claimed the tour was horrible for her amid her marriage and career problems, and she also claimed that Kandi personally inserted herself into her issues, saying she was talking crazy about her when she should have just said nothing.
Okay, wait a minute. That's what I'm gonna be feeling like you made comments on things that you didn't know about and shouldn't have gotten in between, especially when you did. Why so good?
On the other hand, Kandi said that Tamar thought that their group was purposely trying to be mean to her, and they were purposely trying to mess up her set, but, according to her, the bottom line was they would not do all of those things on purpose to make Tamar's life bad on the tour, and she said that they were happy that she was there. So whatever Tamar was thinking was clearly a misunderstanding, according to Kandi. Well, Tamar was also not backing down, going so far as to call Kandi and her group unprofessional. Then, when Kandi started laughing, the situation got even worse, with Tamar getting even more upset because of the laughter.
I'm trying to figure out what's funny because it's getting a little disrespectful.
No, it's not.
Well, a little bit because I'm trying to tell you how I'm trying to tell you how I feel and you're laughing.
Well, no, I'm laughing because the thing about it is you taking it as though I know what's going in your head.
I've tried to play the game. You try to be social and try to be nice, and it's what? Oh, I told you. And I ain't coming for all that cackling and hackling. I can't. It's a lot. It's a lot. Let's go.
This ain't going well.
I can't just laugh like that is not. Now that's where it's not gonna go well because that laugh. Because when somebody's telling you how, when somebody tell you how they feel, for you to laugh is
because I wasn't trying to attack you.
Years later, they were still feuding when Kandi claimed that former ROA producer Carlos King was attempting to make an Xscape biopic without her or the group knowing. And since the story became a hot topic, Tamar talked about it on Dish Nation, but defended Carlos King, saying that she didn't agree with Kandi calling Carlos a thief.
Why I don't agree with her calling him a thief. You know what I mean? I think that's a little off the deep end.
Well, what would you do if somebody tried to do this to you and your sisters? They tried to tell your story without your permission.
Well, okay, so here is the thing. So my sister did her biopic, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like everybody else was involved, but I had nothing to do with my character, and I was in my feelings about that.
Okay.
But everybody else was involved, so that's a different kind of thing. So you really don't want nobody telling your own story.
Right.
But at the end of the day, I just feel like there are all the time unauthorized, versions of people's lives, and this is just a part of being an entertainer.
Yeah.
In addition, they were always throwing jabs at each other on social media. Like that one time when Tamar was in the comments of the Shade Room, when she shaded Kandi's singing, saying, "Imagine having the biggest ego for the most non-singing person in the music industry. Stream my new hit song, #changed, where I pay homage to the amazing SWV. Then, months later, things took yet another turn, when Tamar took to her Instagram and wrote, "I was threatened by a peach emoji, and it's beef. And it's a real beef, 'cause yo husband stepped to me, period." Naturally, everyone assumed the peach was Kandi, referring to her role as a Real Housewife of Atlanta, and the man her ex-husband, Todd Tucker. Well, Tamar eventually confirmed herself that she was, in fact, talking about Kandi and her husband.
It was not, and it really did happen. I'm not lying. Like, I'm not looking for attention or drama or anything like that.
Right.
But that really did happen. It was not cute. No,
Was she a full housewife?
She's a full housewife.
Oh my gosh.
It's not Kandi.
Ooh.
Oh my lamb.
I thought you and Kandi mended everything after Big Brother.
I thought so too. I had no idea.
Let's just say that the energy was the same from Kandi, because she did an interview with Entertainment Tonight where she was asked if she would bring Tamar to appear on a reboot of her series, Kandi and the Gang, after she shaded her restaurant, and Kandi basically said she was not playing games with clowns and she was not about to be in the circus with Tamar again.
As far as Kandi and the Gang, yeah, we did have a conversation about doing another season, but then, I don't know, it didn't come together. So Todd and I are still thinking about doing it somewhere else.
Okay, could bring it back. You got all those restaurants. And you can, invite Tamar on to...
You will not be bringing her in my interview.
Nobody is saying, "Yo, where we going to go eat? Let's go to Old Lady Gang." Who?
Can you believe that she's still on you?
I'm not playing games with clowns. Like, I'm not finna be in the circus with you, sweetheart. Like, we're not doing that ever again.
Love that.
Now, in response, Tamar posted a clip of Kandi singing and captioned it with a clown emoji on fire. The next day, she also took to Instagram again and left another clown-inspired post when she captioned her selfie, "at the circus." Needless to say, there's probably never gonna be a day when Tamar and Kandi will get along. Well, for a long time, guys have always suspected that Tamar was the shady one, and if word on the street is anything to go by, her sister Toni Braxton can confirm this. According to insiders, Toni is essentially claiming that Tamar's beef with Kandi isn't just about tour drama or petty Instagram shade, it goes way deeper into a coordinated effort to freeze Kandi right out of major music circles. Allegedly, Toni revealed that Tamar was making private behind-the-scenes phone calls to key industry gatekeepers, promoters, and venue executives, and she was actively trying to blackball Kandi and block her from securing major festival slots and high-paying venue bookings. According to these leaks, Tamar didn't hesitate to heavy-hand the legendary Braxton family name, dropping the threat of pulling performance packages or boycotting network gigs if executives continued doing business with Kandi's camp. Basically, Tamar allegedly tried to weaponize her family's legacy to ensure Kandi and the rest of Xscape were iced out from the big-budget R&B table. Unfortunately, things didn't pan out the way Tamar had hoped. And while Tamar was doing everything to ensure Kandi's downfall, Kandi was transitioning from a 90s singer into a multi-million-dollar business mogul with Broadway plays, restaurant empires, and TV production deals. Allegedly, Tamar simply couldn't stomach watching Kandi secure the bag outside of just singing, especially while Tamar was dealing with her own messy industry ups and downs, and this led to her being super jealous of Kandi. Hence the many jabs and insults on the internet. Wow, I knew that things had gotten super tense between Toni and Tamar, but for Toni to be painting her sister as the ultimate villain, I never saw that one coming. But then again, Toni alleging that Tamar has always been the mean one when it comes to her beef with Kandi is something that other people have actually also said, like Jessie Woo, for instance. For those who recall, sometime last year when the beef between Tamar and Kandi was still hot, Tamar did her Breakfast Club interview, and when talking about Kandi, she said that she wasn't going to really get into it because she didn't want to bring up the situation. Then she explained that they really, basically, wouldn't be there if she hadn't been lied on by Kandi, and that was her main issue. She also went on to share that Kandi had chosen to call her a clown, and that had pissed her off. However, Tamar also said that she didn't want to continue that conversation and take away from all the hard work she had been doing over the past couple of years, and make it about a non-existent beef. See, at the time, Jessie also joined the chat, and according to her, working with one of the two women was less than pleasant, and it wasn't Kandi. She actually went on to praise Kandi, noting how humble she's always been, and explaining why she's such a pleasure to work with.
Kandi, when she comes to work, let me tell you something when I did a la carte with Kandi would show up to the makeup chair with her base makeup already, like base, because she didn't want to give the makeup team too much work to do. This is Kandi Burruss. I'm sorry. I will always windmill for Kandi Burruss. When I saw her do that, I was like, oh, the humility. She's always been humble. But the humility. She comes in early. She don't got a big entourage.
On the other hand, Jessie couldn't say the same for Tamar, as she claimed that Tamar seems to always have something negative to say about Kandi Burruss, and that unlike Kandi, she often needs to be babysat on set and more.
You don't gotta babysit her, which I've seen with with Tamar. You don't have to babysit her. She comes in, she gives you the least work to do. She makes it so easy. She's so easy to work with. So easy to work with. If anybody ever tells you Kandi's not a pleasure to work with, they're lying. They are lying. They're lying. So easy to work with. And if she even just hears you say you trying to do something, oh, I know this person, let me put you in contact with this person. Literally, I've seen her do it. She's done it to me. She's done it to other people. Random nigga said, oh, let me connect you. Let me do. Connected.
Anywho, it is just wild to watch how completely broken things have gotten between Toni and Tamar. They went from harmony on stage and running the reality TV game together to full-blown social media blocks, exchanging fists on air, and leaking family secrets. You really have to wonder how two sisters who used to be so close got to this absolute point of no return. And looking through people's reactions, a lot of people are already jumping on board, agreeing that Tamar was definitely acting like the villain in this situation involving Kandi.
Basically, Kandi's reputation as a hardworking, unbothered business powerhouse makes it way too easy for folks to believe Tamar was acting out of pure envy. But do you really believe Tamar would go that far to try and sabotage Kandi's bag behind the scenes? Drop your thoughts in the comments section below and let me know whether you are Team Kandi or Team Tamar.